Down Chinese balloon was 200 feet tall, the U.S. military says. The suspected spy balloon was around 4 times as tall as the most recent Snoopy balloon at the Macy's Parade and over twice the size of last year's Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. Let's dive into the details, shall we? The suspected Chinese spy balloon that the U.S. shot down over the weekend was 200 feet tall, officials said Monday, or roughly 4 times the size of the Snoopy balloon at Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. General Glenn Van Hark, commander of North American Aerospace Defense Command, NORAD, and U.S. Northern Command, told the reporters in a briefing that the balloon that slowly made its way across the U.S. last week before being brought down on Saturday was also carrying a payload that was similar in size to a regional jetliner. Wow. The payload probably weighs in excess of a couple thousand pounds, Van Herk said. Republicans and some Democrats have criticized President Joe Biden for failing to bring down the balloon earlier, but Van Herk said in this instance, size did matter. The height of the balloon, comparable to a 20-story building or over twice as tall as the 2022 Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, and the size of the payload were factors in the decision-making process to wait to shoot it down until it was over the Atlantic Ocean, he said. A very large balloon. Yeah, definitely. That's insane how big it is. An F-22 Raptor fighter jet took the balloon down with a Sidewinder missile when it was about 6 miles off the coast, the Pentagon said. Yeah, there it is, falling. Pentagon officials said last week they didn't want to shoot the balloon down over the continental U.S. for fear the debris could cause civilian injuries or death and property damage. The balloon had been flying at about 60,000 feet, close to 12 miles. Van Herk said that another concern was that the balloon could have been carrying explosives to detonate and destroy the balloon. Military divers were in the water with robotic underwater equipment collecting debris Monday after weather conditions prevented diving on Sunday. As of Monday afternoon, the debris field off the South Carolina coast was about 1,500 square meters, or about 15 football fields by 15 football fields, the general said. We are still in the recovery of this device and still trying to gain more intelligence about it, White House National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby told reporters. Van Herk said the military took maximum protective measures to prevent any intelligence collection while the balloon flew across the United States. We did not assess the balloon posed a significant collection hazard beyond what already exists in actionable technical means from the Chinese, he said, and officials believe they learned more by monitoring the balloon itself. It gave us the opportunity to assess what they were actually doing, what kind of capabilities existed on the balloon, and what kind of transmission capabilities existed, Van Herk said. We were able to get significant analysis throughout the process. The Chinese Foreign Ministry has acknowledged the balloon came from China, but claimed it on its website that it is a civilian airship used for research, mainly meteorological purposes, and that had deviated far from its planned course because of strong winds and the lack of steering ability. Pentagon officials dismissed those claims as hot air. They maintain the balloon was clearly meant for surveillance. It has the ability to maneuver, Pentagon Press Secretary Brig General Pat Ryder told reporters last week. Yeah, exactly. I can steer and everything, so they just lied right off. They're like, no, it blew off course. We didn't have any control over it. But then they see it stopping and hovering and stuff like that. We know China. Come on, we know it's happening. At first, I thought it might have just been a weather balloon and just China's incompetent. But yeah, the more you hear about it, it's like, yeah, how did it get blown off course when it can stop and hover? And it obviously has steering capabilities. So China's just going crazy with all this stuff. And I get why they didn't shoot it down at this point, right? It's 200 feet tall. That's insanely large. And yeah, they wanted to learn more about it. So I don't know if it's a good idea. What if there was like an EMP or an explosive? They nuke us from, or whatever type of thing they had. So them just letting it go across the U.S. though must have been quite a risk. They must have been really confident that China's like, okay, we're not gonna just go nuke America. But yeah, and I don't know if it actually went over any major cities, really. So that's probably what they were thinking too. But please tell me what you think. Do you think we should have shot it down sooner? Do you think they shouldn't have shot it down at all? Do you think China was telling the truth in this? Please let me know all of your opinions in the comments below. Also, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel for daily news updates, hit that notification bell, and share this video to help spread the news. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.